I'll sit on it and go up with it. I can slide it in from this end.
No, I'm not driving it, you're going to be no shit on it.
That was a joke! Good morning, it's Saturday the 30th of March. It's about 7:30ish in the morning, so I'm here on site nice and early. This is the day that I have been both looking forward to and dreading for a very long time now. So it's the day where we're going to try and get the huge ridge beam steel, that massive, 52 kilo per metre steel, up into the attic. So it's got to go right the way up to the top of the building into the attic space. So it's going to be a tough one, but we do have this beautiful JCB Telehandler from Linden, which hopefully is going to help us get that in. It's a bit of a beast, so it's a 10.5 metre reach on this bad boy. It was a little bit difficult to get it in here, but nothing that the chainsaw didn't sort out. So we've got the bucket and the fork attachment, so we're going to have to move away some of these piles of soil here, and the idea is that the steels that are currently sat in the extension here, sorry, in the lounge, are going to be dragged out through the extension onto some blocks here. We're then going to pick them up sideways, move them around the corner here, and they have to go up into the very, very small window that you can see up there. So that might give you a good indication as to why I'm a little bit nervous about today. It has been a long time coming, a long time organising all of this to get a space that we can get the telehandler in, and do all the prep work for getting the rest of the steels in as well. So once that's done, we're going to be putting in the steels that will connect the lounge into the oak frame. So these steels here, you can see the pad stones are already set in place, a little bit of insulation around them overnight, and if we head on in here, you can see that we have our props are in place, ready to go. These are bracing the walls. We've got additional props holding up the joists to go in a little bit later on as well. These are our MOAPs, the mother of all props, from the fantastic guys over at MOAP that have lent these to us. And again, these are the ones that go through double skin and cavity on their own. So if you look up here, you can see it's actually going all the way through the inner skin, and it pops through the cavity, which you can see is filled up with insulation right in the corner there, and through the outer skin as well. And they'll hold up 500 kilograms each themselves. So really, really handy bits of kit. They're also good because when we only have single skin, as we've got here, they can stay far enough away to enable us to work on the joist and to manoeuvre the steels easier. So even when we're only working on single skin, the fact that we can keep them away from the wall has been incredibly handy. So yeah, it's going to be a really busy day. We've got lots and lots to get on with. I've got to do some clearing up. I've got to put some new flooring down upstairs. My brother's then going to use the telehandler to move some of this soil around. We're then going to have a quick site briefing so that everyone knows exactly what they're going to be doing for health and safety. I obviously don't want any steels falling on anyone's heads, and yeah, hopefully by the time we get a next full update, there'll be some steels in place.
I got tension. No rush. Thirsty, alright? Oh, God, some people. Bloody labourers.
Good morning, welcome to Sunday the 31st of March, Mothering Sunday, and we had a really successful day. So the huge ridge beam that we had to get up into the attic space, we successfully got up thanks to my brother for operating the telehandler from Linden Hire, and Glenn and Will, who popped by to give us a hand, my sister for looking after the kids. It was just a really good team effort. They were 51 or 52 kilos per metre, so although they weren't particularly long, they are incredibly heavy in comparison to all the other steels that we've got, but really happy that they're in. We've also managed to get the steel in for the opening from the lounge into the new oak frame extension at joist level. So we just flip round at the moment, we can see we've got the telehandler here from Linden doing its job, and at the moment Dad's just using it to do a little bit of brickying up the top, so we're just filling in that last window, and then when you come across we can see we've got the steel in place. It's just being set off at the moment, and then that's going to be re-bricked up a little bit later on today. If we shoot on in, you can see from the inside we have the steel in place up at joist level, so really happy that we managed to get all that done. And then if we head on up the top, you can see, where are we? We have Mum working away at Mother's Day, helping Daddy out with his brickying. Say hello, Mum.
Hi.
There we go. What a Mother's Day treat this is for her, to be working on the house. And if we head on up into the rather dark attic, we can see we are now without a window, but we do have the two huge beams in place. So the Dad's just started drilling. So the two beams are in here now, and we've just got to get them up into the ceiling space. The main problem that we've got before we do that, before we can even put the pad stones in, is that on inspection, if you look here, we have a very crumbly gable end. All of this wall here moves if I push it. You can see how loose all of these bricks are. So next job now is to rebuild the gable wall, so we're going to get some props in to hold the roof up. All of this is coming out and is going to be rebuilt properly with these huge pad 7 stones here to support the weight of that steel. So that's next on the list. Good evening and welcome to Sunday evening, 31st of March, Mothering Sunday. We've had just a phenomenal weekend here. It's been so amazing, and thanks to huge effort by family and friends, we've got just everything that I wanted to do done. It's absolutely no exaggeration that I've been dreading this week, and for a little while now, and I haven't slept in about 2 weeks. The logistics of making sure that the telehandler can fit through our narrow entrance, making sure that it's actually long enough to reach the roof, and then how to get the steel off of the telehandler's forks and into the roof space has been I mean, you can plan it and you can do all the calculations, but I'm the sort of person that still plays on your mind. So it's been really difficult getting here, but the weekend has just been great. My brother operating the telehandler has just been phenomenal. He's managed to clear up a load of the site things that we were going to move by hand, because we got the bucket from Linden Hire along with the telehandler. We've been able to do loads and loads of stuff that in one weekend. So yeah, it's been really cool. The landscaping leaves a bit to be desired. So as amazing as an operator as he was, we do have the odd bit here and there of churn on the old grass. But if we look up today, my dad has bricked in the second section of Emma's window. So if we take a step back now and have a look where that blocked window is and the steel, you can see the red line that's on the wall just to the left of that is where the oak frame will be going up all the way to the roof height and bringing this huge oak extension to life. So yeah, very happy with all the progress over the weekend. So we've got the stills in the roof, we've got the 2 stills in here all bolted, just waiting for that to set off before we can do any more to that. And then the other job that my dad completed today, if you look right up the very top, once we come out the sun, you can see we now no longer have a window. So the window that we used to get the steel in to the attic space has now been blocked up. We've also had a day of helping tidy on site as well. So if we head around the back now, you can see that a lot of the site here is now looking a lot more clean and tidy. Because the scaffolding's gone around the back, we can start finishing off the dig out for the path and patio, and once that's done we can start getting some of the last of the outside plumbing done and all those sorts of things, get the new waste pipes in. We've starting to get quotations now for the windows to make the extension, or to replace all the windows really, but to get the extension in here all watertight and weatherproof. And then if we look down the side of the house here, as I said, my brother was able to use the bucket on the telehandler to start scraping off some of the concrete off the floor here that had set from where the foundations were dug, repiled a load of the bits and pieces, so we have piles of subsoil and topsoil in like organised piles now. So it's been really it's been just a fantastic weekend, and the weather's been awesome. It's been like 17 degrees yesterday, a bit chillier today, but as you can see the sun's out. The house is it's still so ugly at the moment, but I cannot wait for this roof to be done and this oak frame to be in and all those new windows, and then Gary and the team from GS Building Contractors to do all the rendering. And when Dad and I get the oak cladding on the side of the house, it's just going to look really cool. So really happy, positive weekend, a weekend I really needed to be positive. Yeah, seriously happy.